Alright guys, this is the follow-up video I told you was coming. 2 nights ago, we lost 2 American service members and had 1 more go missing after an Iranian attack on our forces in Jordan. Well, the United States did not wait around. Within about 24 hours, American airstrikes were already hitting the exact Revolutionary Guard forces responsible. And CENTCOM said it plainly, these strikes were meant to swiftly punish the units that attacked our people. Let's break down exactly what happened. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Ryan on the Max Afterburner channel, former F-15E combat fighter pilot, F-16 Thunderbird pilot. I've flown the Boeing 737, the Airbus A220, flown airliners for many years, and I want to pick up right where we left off in the last video because things have moved fast since then, and I think it's important we walk through this together. Let's get into it. So here's the sequence of events laid out as clearly as I can. On Friday, Iran launched a wave of ballistic missile and drone attacks against American and Allied forces at a base in Al-Azraq, Jordan. 2 U.S. service members were killed, 1 remains missing, and 4 others were medically evacuated. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps came out publicly and claimed responsibility for that strike, saying it had, in their words, completely destroyed several aircraft in the attack, and confirming it was carried out using a combination of missiles and drones. That's Iran owning this attack directly on the record, through their own state media. There's no ambiguity here about who launched it. Then, on Saturday evening, at the direction of President Trump, the U.S. military launched new airstrikes against Iran, specifically in response. CENTCOM put out a statement making the objective completely clear, saying the strikes were designed to further degrade Iran's ability to threaten commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz, and to swiftly punish the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps forces who launched the attack against American service members in Jordan. And then, on Sunday, the U.S. military confirmed it had wrapped up its latest round of strikes, which specifically included hitting the paramilitary Revolutionary Guard itself as retaliation for the Jordan attack. So within roughly 48 hours of losing our people, the U.S. had already identified, targeted, and struck the specific force responsible. That is a fast, direct, and very deliberate response. I want to give you a sense of scale here too, because this retaliatory round is just the latest chapter in what's become a full week-long campaign at this point. The overall strike campaign has now targeted bridges, electrical facilities, and other infrastructure across Iran, part of that broader effort we've talked about before on this channel to systematically dismantle logistics, movement, and coordination capability across the country. And Iran, in turn, has kept retaliating against basically every country in the region hosting American forces, hitting power and desalination plants in Kuwait, which Kuwait's government has directly accused of endangering civilian lives, and threatening to further expand the scope of these strikes, which has already drawn a formal warning from the United Arab Emirates. Let's talk specifically about what happened around Jordan in the hours after our troops were killed, because this part is genuinely tense. U.S. authorities were bracing for what they believed would be Iran's next move, additional retaliation specifically targeting Jordan's coastal city of Aqaba on the Red Sea. The U.S. Embassy in Jordan actually issued a warning urging American citizens to avoid the airport and seaport in that city, citing what they called a specific and credible threat. Israel's military also detected a missile launch aimed toward that same city and issued its own warning to residents about the possibility of debris falling into Israeli territory. In response, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Jordan all activated their air defense systems simultaneously to prepare for further incoming Iranian attacks. That's 3 separate countries, all bracing at the same time, all activating full air defense postures in anticipation of continued Iranian retaliation, just in the hours following our initial response strike. I also want to point out something that puts today's losses into a much larger, sobering context. According to the Department of Defense's own casualty tracking system, the deaths of these 2 service members in Jordan bring the total number of American service members who